Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I already have a froggy throat. Welcome to Vintage Craft and Chat. My name is Julie. If you are new, Vintage Craft and Chat is my opportunity to go live with all of you. We go live every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm on Pacific time, but I always like to share Eastern time. For me, it's easier to back in and back out based on where I live. But welcome, everybody. Today is episode 2 or part 2. We are continuing to work on our butterfly journals. This is a new series. If you missed last week, I've set up a playlist for this series so you can go back and watch that. Last week, we worked on the covers of our journals. I actually have 2 going at the same time. So last week, I had already taken this vintage book apart. And last week, we made the spine together. I shared my very, very favorite, my new favorite. It's probably going to be my all-time favorite. Rounded or soft spine, and that was inspired by Tracy Hines, I guess it might be an S on the end, and her channel is Nanner Banana, aka Nanner Banana, and the link to her YouTube channel is in last week's video. So there's link to the video that I watched that I was so inspired by. So that's what we did last week. So, it's easy to watch the replay and go back and catch up with that. Today, we are going to be talking about papers, what kind of papers to choose for our signature. I'll be going over a really easy folio that I've been loving making that has pockets. It's super, super easy. So we'll make one of those together, and then we will sew the signatures into this one. So this one I went ahead and sewed everything in last night just so we could do a nice flip through. And then this one, we will be sewing the signatures in together. So that is what we are doing today. Let's see here. I know we have lots of friends already here. Susie said she was signing on, but she will be back. She said she can't wait. Can't wait either, Susie. Nettie is here. A little bit spotty connection. Good thoughts to Jordan today, Nettie. I know that's never easy as somebody that gets annual scans and it is not fun, but I hope everything is good. And yeah, everything goes really smoothly. Let's see here. Angela is here. So yeah, we are all sending Jordan our love, sending you our love. Leanne is here. Leanne, I chatted with Tamara yesterday. We were talking about you. I was telling Tamara, you're one of my favorite people. You're so very precious. So we were just having a little business chit chat and that kind of thing. So it was fun to catch up with her. And I miss you, Leanne. We need to catch up. Let's see. Susie is back. Okay. Looks good. If anybody is watching on their TV or they're not here, typing in the chat, because I know a lot of people love to watch on their TV. Hello to you as well. Yes. Many blessings and prayers for an easy MRI day. Okay, let me see. I think I'm just going to turn the camera around. Also because you guys, I look a little weird. I have something weird going on with my eyes. Poppy, our new kitten, he was very sick last week and had an infection. And I think the vet explained it that the vaccines kind of wiped out his immune system. So he had a really hard time. He looks better. I do not. I feel like I caught something that he has. So I'm kind of working through that. Icing has helped. Eye drops every once in a while. I haven't gone to the doctor. I think it'll be something that'll just right on its own. Connie is here. Hello, Khadijah. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. Happy Thursday. Okay, let me turn around. We'll pick our prompt. You guys have to pick our prompt at the top. Okay. It's like all new. Never done this before. Whoops, I should have turned this around. Sorry, there's my coffee. There's my phone. There's all my stuff. Okay, let me get situated. Here, I have so much stuff. I have paper punches. Way too much stuff that I do not need over here. I grabbed my water. That's the other thing. I've been trying to drink lots of water this week, but definitely this week is much better than last. I don't need those either. Okay. I have so many things here. Okay. There we go. I think that's pretty good. We'll go over those, and I did not even grab the prompt jar. So let me grab the prompt jar. Oh, and when Susie is back. Susie, I have something funny to share with you too. Let me grab that. So funny. It's like sometimes things we talk about on Thursdays, they pop up as the week follows. So, okay, let's see. What is our prompt for this week? Ooh, this is a good one. Faces. That's a really fun one. Could do floating faces, bodies with faces, animal faces, all kinds of faces. So that's a good one. That's going to be, everything I've been trying to do the last couple of weeks has been butterfly themed so that I could use it in our journals, but I don't know that butterflies have faces. So that is our new weekly prompt. If you're joining for the first time, we pull a new crafty prompt at the start of Vintage Craft and Chat each week. And those that want to participate, we do have a private group in Instagram that we're happy to add you to. You just have to let us know either in the chat, or you can message Dear Angela's Vintage, who's here in the chat, or myself. You can message us on Instagram, and we will be happy to add you. So those that participate, we will often post our makes, a picture of it in the craft group. I also try to post my make either in the community tab on YouTube or on my Instagram page and share what I did for the week. So that's that. I will also post a picture probably by tomorrow in the craft group so that everybody knows. Oh, let me show. Look at Susie's here. Look at this, Susie. So I was going through, I have just been cleaning out. I've been organizing, I've been taking books apart that just take up way too much room with the cover, and making folders with putting with but look at this. I found this. We were talking about turnips. If turnip seeds grow turnips, and this was fun from a fun Christian based nursery rhyme book that I took apart this week, because I'm also working on a Bible journal or a prayer journal along with these two butterfly. But look at how cute this little guy is, and all these cute turnips. I don't even know what it says, but I just thought, okay, speaking of turnips, so this is fun. I'll have to put that in a journal or do something fun with that. I thought you would get a kick out of that. Okay, I don't need that cord. We don't need that card. Okay, I'm going to do a quick flip through. Like I said, I have two journals going at the same time so that I can, decorate. And I have a hard time. Decorating is my favorite part of journal making. So there are some things that I sort of already started here in this journal. Again, here is the spine. It's that kind, and I didn't round mine too much. I've kind of rounded this one a little bit after I put the signatures in, but it's that soft style rounded spine. I'm still loving Amy's fabulous idea of layering the two different trims on here. So we have the crochet, and then she had the utmost brilliant idea of also layering the vintage rickrack, and I think it looks so cute, very, very 60s. And I did use that same color of embroidery thread that matched the tone of the front of the book, and I think it looks very cute. So let's get in here. We will eventually be decorating this. I love to put library pockets. That's pretty much 99% of all the journals I make. If I can, I put a library pocket in this front cover. This one already had this really great vintage one, which is from the Long Beach Unified School District, which is very close to where we live. So I like that. Well, I don't know, put butterflies or do something really cute with that. This one does not have one. So we'll make one from scratch to go on there, which will be fun. I am including 3 signatures in both journals. And pages, I think I made a post yesterday or day before. I think that I was putting like 10 pages. I think I've upped it a little bit. I've been playing around with like some handmade pages and folios. So I think my count is a little bit higher in some of the signatures. And I also wanted to touch on, because sometimes we talk about like folios and we talk about signatures and what the heck, right? What the heck are these things if you're new to junk journaling? So I kind of looked it up. I wrote it down. I'm going to read it. So if we're saying, well, what is a signature? A signature is a group of sheets of paper or other materials that are folded together as a single unit and then sewn. So you can sew them in, you can glue them in. I have not tried gluing yet. That's on my to-do list, or stapled. I have done stapled and I do like that method as well. For smaller kind of little mini journals, I've done the stapling method, and that I really like the look of that. Or stapled into the cover of a journal. And I am including 3 signatures. So these are this is what a signature looks like if you're looking at the top view of that. And then sometimes you'll hear some of us say folio. So folio is basically, and correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong on it. I believe folio is the folded. In fact, let me go here. Let me grab something here that makes a little bit more sense. So here's one of the book pages in this. So this would be a folio here. And I actually took, it may have already been a folio when I took the book apart. I think it came out this way where it had the folded, the 2 folded pages. So this is a folio. And then I usually like to add washi tape when it's book pages just to reinforce that at all. So this is a folio. And the folios come together to make up the signature. I believe I have that correct. And then also today, I briefly mentioned, we are going to be making some cardstock scrapbook paper folios. I've been loving these little folded ones, and especially if your journals are a little bit wide and a 12 by 12 is not quite big enough. I've been doing these little add-ons. So they're super easy, and I've been using up so much paper, which makes me very happy, which means I can buy more paper. I'm using it up. So I'm about ready to invest in some new 12 by 12 paper pads. Okay, let's get back to this really quick. I'm doing them similarly in that I have a vintage book page as the lead page in each of the signatures. Now, this one, I had already started crafting with a lot of the book pages from this particular book. It's one of my favorites. I love the illustrations and the imagery in this book. So I had already kind of cut into it and dug into it and made some things. So I didn't have all the complete book pages. This one I did, and I think I included all of them. I think I had an extra one, and I actually ended up putting it in here. But I just have the basic same thing. I'm leading with a book page in each of the signatures. And then some of the types of pages that I love to include are writing space. So that's a good opportunity to put columnar pages, could be blank pages, coffee dyed paper is a great spot to journal and write in, lined paper. And really, you could even, you know, you can write in the margins of even pages like this. So there's really no limit to writing space, but I do like to put some kind of lined paper in my journals. I've kind of worked ahead a little bit. I've added a few things into this one because I just couldn't help myself. So I've just clipped on an envelope, a really pretty vintage envelope. I wasn't sure if I wanted to sew it into the signature, but then I decided just to clip it in. Here is one of the completed folios that we'll be making today. And this one I kind of worked ahead again, and we'll be doing some of this in the coming weeks. And I just did a little flip up here. I sort of have to work ahead a little bit just so I'm ready for each week. And I just tucked some things in there. So I didn't have too much here. Here's another option of a suggestion. This was a modern calendar page, and we'll be doing this in the weeks to come too. And it was like from 2021, so it was not vintage. It was very modern. And I covered the back with coffee dyed paper, and then I did that technique we've done before on Vintage Craft and Chat here. I just covered it with tracing paper to take away the gloss. I'm not a big fan of glossy pages. I don't love them. I love more of a matte look. That's just my personal preference. So I changed that up. There may be one in here. I don't know that I did that with it. So we'll have to look when we get to that one. So that's another option. Music paper. Music pages are a fun thing to include in journals, and also they can be written on. You can write in the margins, you could flip it this way, and certainly journal on it that way. And there's no limit to the types of paper that you can include in journals. Can be vintage, can be new, can be obviously junk journal. It could be things that you receive in the mail that you upcycle, that have great writing space, or you can layer, you can collage on them. So really that's the fun joy of journal making and junk journaling, is that really there's no rules and there's no limit. I did pull out some pages from my favorite Richard Scarry book. I tried to find ones that were nature inspired or that had butterflies on them. Here's another. This is my favorite. This is brand new paper. I haven't seen it for a long time, but this one comes from Dollar Tree, so it's not new, but I love the colors. I can't get enough of it. If I ever do see it again, I'll probably buy like 4 or 5 packs of it. Here's another vintage book page from, I think this is from Guy Fujikawa. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Here's another one of those handmade folios. Oh, and our crafty prompt, that's right, from last week was torn. So our craft prompt was torn, and I posted in the community tab. I had all these fabulous ideas of things that I wanted to do with torn paper. I had a big vision of making a butterfly, like a butterfly with torn pages. And I still want to go back and revisit that because I think that would be really fun. Maybe I'll do it before we get through this series and we can make something fun with it. But I ended up, I wanted to cover the paper. So some of these folios I've made with cardstock that's double-sided, and some it's single-sided. And white paper is okay. I don't mind it. Again, it's another opportunity for writing space, but I just felt like it needed something more. So I ended up just doing some ripped, it's almost like tracing paper. I have a pad of it. It's like vintage, like a little steno pad kind of a thing, not lined, but blank. And so I just did some ripped pieces and glued those on, and I think it looks really cool, kind of goes with the vibe, and I just inked the edges. So that was my make this week. And I was also reminded that I had high hopes for doing something very complicated, but just the simplicity of just the beauty of a torn edge. I said to myself, that's enough. I don't have to do it big every week or you know, try to have this huge vision of what I want to do. Here's some book pages from just a gardening book, might be Sunset Magazine gardening book. Here's some more vintage lined paper, graph paper that's a little bit more modern. We have a doily on the inside. Those are fun to add. They add a lot of nice texture. And then here's just the other half of that signature. Let's get to the second one. Oh, this was kind of fun too. I like to use washi tape. I find that's the most common way that I use washi tape generally. But the middle of these folios, I wanted to reinforce the book pages. And some of them I actually had to glue 2 pages together or attach 2 pages. I just used vintage map page. So I use paper instead of the washi tape. Here's the second signature. So there'll be a lot of similarities. More vintage book pages from the actual book. This is just a vintage book page from a nature book. I love the colors on it, very 70s. Music page, I already kind of attached this envelope. Again, I almost sewed it in, but I don't know. I like the look of it, and it's so beautiful. And that paper was already on the inside. And I do have the individual like writing sheets from it as well. Here's the other side of that folio. Here's from a nature book. Now this one I left. It does have that kind of shiny, slick look, but that one I left as is. Here is a really fun doily. I don't have too many of these. I have a few of those in my collection. This is from a little craft book, and I like this. I like that edge there. It had those plastic rings that are kind of open at one end. I don't know what those are called. And I was able to take all the plastic ring out, and then it kept this really cool edge. So I didn't cut that off. I left that on. I left that nice texture. Here's the middle of. Flip through the other side. Look at our last one. We'll be making this in the weeks to come. I have maybe 2 or 3 projects of ephemera that will go into the journals, and using paper napkin. So here I just took what kind of bag is it? It'll come to me. But it's just kind of a thin white paper bag, and I covered it with napkin, and it gave it a really cool feel and texture. And I covered both sides. I just like the feel of that. And then I sliced both ends open. So it's a nice tuck spot on both sides. Here's from, I think, a vintage like crafting, another crafting sewing. I love the color of that. Here's this cool music writing page that I think I showed in a recent haul. And again, it got a little rip there, but I like that. I like the texture that adds, so I left that. Here's some nature book. I had a lot of fun going through I have a lot of nature books, going through and looking for butterfly. It's another Richard Scarry. No butterflies on that one, but that's pretty. Here is some probably jelly print paper that I bought in a lot from somebody on Whatnot. I bought, what was in that? It was like a lot of jelly print paper, coffee dyed paper. It was kind of a big bundle of that. So I thought the colors were really pretty. Other half of there's that folio with I think this is the second one. I did that twice, and then there's the book page, and then that just has all the other half of that, and that is that. Okay, I'm gonna put this up here. I think we don't need that too super close here. Let me see if there's anything. Yes. Yeah. Whenever I decoupage, if it's tracing paper, if it's paper napkin, I find I have most success with glue stick. So sometimes I'll use a small one. Sometimes I'll use a jumbo one, depending on how big the surface is. But yeah, I'm most successful. I have done Mod Podge from time to time, but I feel like I have a better result when I use the glue stick. I feel like. Okay, let's get into this one. I pretty much, just to cut down on the time, again, we have the 3 folios again, and you'll see some similar. Here's another one of those paper bags here. And I think the signatures are pretty well set. I've made and built the little folios that are in here. And yes, I think signature 1 and 2 are pretty much set. Those will be ready for us to sew in. And then signature 3, I wanted us to make one of those really easy cardstock folios together. So let's work on that. Ooh, I'm going to turn this over. This is so dirty. I'm thinking the other day I should get a big sheet of like butcher paper or something, because I make such a mess. I get so much. Okay, I'm going to put that down a little bit. Hopefully we don't get too much zoomy. Yeah, Susie, I think glue stick is definitely the best. And I think I just have 1 folio. Oh, you know what? Let's do this together, because look at that's all super slick. So let's do this together. We'll glue a piece of tracing paper, and then you guys can see how easy that is. So we want to do that, and then here's the folio. And I went ahead and pulled some paper out that I thought kind of went. Oops, what happened there? It got a little bent, but we can fix that. Okay. I think I'll put that there. Okay, and this is probably not new. This is like, it wasn't something I watched. It was just, it kind of made sense to me. And I'm sure all of you that are longtime journal makers, you've done this as well. When you have, like, obviously the biggest scrap paper or cardstock that we can buy is a 12 by 12. I wish it came in larger size. And this journal, shoot, where did I put it? I have the measurements for these. So this one is quite as a butterfly. So my pages are roughly 9 inches by 6.5. So of course you can't then take a 12 by 12 and fold it in half and have it be wide enough. So this is just my workaround. And also I've been trying to use up as much paper as I can. I think I'll put that there. I don't want to forget to do that. So what I've been doing is I just come in. I probably should have done it from scratch, but I just kind of got in a mode with it. So on this one, ooh, actually, I think I did. Oh yeah. Okay, so then what I end up doing is I'll get the score. I can kind of recreate it. So we'll pretend like this is the full 12 by 12. So what I do is I come in and I grab I find it easier with the scoreboard is I score it at 6.5. So I can get that top to bottom fold line. And then I rotate it. And then I want to get the height. So I score it at 9 inches. I score it this way. And then I usually will do the flip up pocket. I'll usually do it on the widest part. So the 6.5 inch is my widest. So I want to keep that portion. So what I typically do is come in and cut this section off. So this little rectangle here that's on the narrower side. So then what I'm left with is this, and because we've scored it, then we can flip up for that pocket. So it's like a top load pocket. But now I'm a little bit short, which I think looks kind of cute because you can see the other decorative paper. But in all of these, I wanted to create a side tuck. And I found the easiest way, and I can kind of mass make it or do it fairly quickly, is then to cut a piece of decorative cardstock or double-sided craft paper, is to cut it, in this case, I've cut it 9 inches high so that it matches my height. Okay. And then let me put this out of the way. It's very, very quick and easy. So I'm going to open this, and then we're going to glue this. First, no, I'm not super happy with my paper trimmer. It gets little wiggly. So I'm just going to, sometimes when I'm cutting paper, it's a little bit off-sided. So I just cut that little wiggle thing off there. I want to make sure I am going the right way because it's umbrellas. A lot of the paper I use, it's not very directional, but this one is. So I want to make sure that it's going the right direction. And whoops, my thing came off here. And I'm just going to take art glitter glue, and I'm going to do maybe 1/4 of an inch. Glue is very strong, very quick drying, but I'm just going to do a little bit of line down here. And line that up. So I lined it up. It's about 1/4 of an inch. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if it doesn't, you can kind of see. So it's about 1/4 of an inch. So easy peasy. And this is great too. This one is going to get folded, so it doesn't matter that it's white. If you're somebody that doesn't like the white, we're going to end up folding that. Okay, that's all glued. It's super secure. And then what I do is I fold this back onto itself, grab a pencil. Where is my pencil? And I'm going to come in, I'm just going to do a pencil line. So I'm going to mark it there and mark it there just so I have kind of an easy visual. So I've marked it on both ends. I'm going to take my scoreboard. I'm going to lay it back on here. And sometimes it doesn't line up precisely. Sometimes it might be a little bit inside. So sometimes I have to choose, do I go to the one to the right or the one to the left of the line? Here we're not too bad. It's pretty much on that 6.5 mark. Okay, and I'm going to score it that 6.5 so I can get my fold. Put my little thing back in there. And we're going to come in and we're going to fold on that line. Oops, seems like I'm a little bit, probably because my paper isn't cut super straight here. I'm going to adjust it a little bit there. And then you could get really precise. I haven't been doing it very precisely. I just kind of get a little visual of how wide I think I want my side tuck to be. And if you look through the journals, they're definitely not uniform. But I'm going to make mine maybe about that wide. So I've made a little pencil mark here. Get the paper cutter out. A little bit off-sided here. That's pretty good. Ugh, this paper trimmer. Okay, cut that off. Put that off to the side. And there we have our side tuck. Keep feeling like I need to adjust it a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. So we have our side tuck and we have our flip up pocket here. And then that's what the other side looks like. And then that one I showed you earlier, I made a little corner tuck. So some of these I may do a corner tuck. Maybe we'll do some flip ups. Maybe we'll just, and I just think it has a really, really, really pretty look. So for the pockets, sometimes I'll do a little thumb hole cutout. Let's see, where's my small one? So sometimes I'll take a little paper punch and I'll cut out a little semicircle. That's a common way that I'll do it, which I think has a really cute look. For these journals, I wanted to decorate it up a little bit more. And what I've been doing, let me find one in here, is I've been doing a circle punch and folding it in half. So rather than doing the cutout like the thumbprint, me find here, I've been doing this circle, folding it in half, and especially some of the paper. So I'm using a combination of cardstock and craft paper. So the craft paper, it's, you know, single-sided, it's a little bit thinner, but I think this is a great way to use it up. Here's another one here, and these, so you can see how this paper is a little bit thinner, but I kind of like that thicker. This is actually William Morris postcard, so they're very, very thick, and I think that just gives it a cute look. And here's the other side of that one that just has a semicircle. So this one I was using the scallop punch, which is new from my parents. I got it for my birthday. That's one of my birthday gifts that I requested. So I've been using the scallop. And then this journal, I've just been using the straight circle, just to kind of change it up a little bit. Let's see. I don't think I need that. Trying to stay clean today. Now, need to find some paper. That I did not figure out. So I'm just going to grab, these are just little scrap pieces that I've been using. That's actually kind of cute. And these pages, because they're in the signature and they're folded, you're not going to see, they don't have to be matchy because you're going to have to flip through a lot of pages to get to the other side, if that kind of makes sense. So maybe we'll do one of the butterflies. I kind of like the way that looks. And then what do I have here? Maybe the orange. Although that's kind of fun and vibrant, isn't it? I think I'll do the orange just because this is a little bit thicker and this craft paper is a little bit thin. So that's what we'll do. Easy peasy. I've been staying very organized. Oh my gosh, my desk is so clean. AKA the dining room table is so clean. So let me see. So the that one, and then let's do one of these. Hopefully this is wide enough. Are we wide enough? Yeah, we're wide enough. And I'm gonna stick these over here because I don't think we need these anymore. Okay. All right, so we're gonna fold this. I haven't been doing too much inking. I've done a little bit of inking. I inked on that torn page look just because I thought it needed it. It looked thought it needed a little bit of inking. Okay, so I'm just gonna fold those in half, but if you want to ink, it does give it some definition to ink the edges, but I'm just gonna leave it as is. Oh no, Carrie. Oh, I hope you feel better. Yeah, this weather is so weird here too. It's very gloomy and overcast. And of course, I've been dealing with whatever this thing is I got from Poppy. He had like an upper respiratory. I don't even want to say what he has. It's kind of gross. Probably a little bit too graphic, but just it's been affecting my eyes. But I do think I'm coming out on the other side of it, but I just didn't know that was the thing. Apparently with kittens, the vet said that happens sometimes when they get their vaccines. It basically wipes their whole immune system out. So we've been doing probiotics and a little bit of a salve, and his eyes look great. Mine not so much. I think I've been kissing on him too much and cuddling with him. Okay, so there's our two half circles. Those are done, and now we're just going to glue our pocket. Can't be any easier. And pretty quick. And gives us a great little tuck spot for all the fun stuff we're going to be making. Tags and cards and ephemera, all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm very excited that I can get some new paper pads because I've really been using my paper. In fact, I may have to get some new ones before we start doing the school days journals because I don't think I have, let me move that. I don't think I have good paper that will match with that well. Amy is here. Hi, Amy. Hello, hello. Let's see. Oh, good reminder. Oh my gosh. Angela has the best ephemera pack giveaway for her 1K celebration. It is so good. You're pulling it Saturday morning. Are you doing it live or recorded? I may copy you, Angela. I may copy you and go. So that's the other things that I've yet to, I'm slowly catching up on life. Like now that we don't have all these millions of cats and kittens in our house, I'm slowly getting caught up. I really had to focus on getting these kind of where they needed to be for this morning. So my next thing to do is I finished all my giveaway packs for my 2000 subscriber giveaway. So they're now complete. I need to do a video, and then I need to figure out if I want to do it recorded, pulling up a prize, or do like record a video. I may do with how to enter, and then I might do a little bit of live thing. So I may be a copycat. Yeah, Susie, right? Yeah, I bet she'll feel better taking a nap. Naps always help. 24 people so far. Oh, you're just going to do a screenshot. Okay. I think what I may do is do a video, share what the giveaways are. So I'm going to have kind of one big main giveaway that has two parts. And then I made a couple smaller packs. And then I may post one on coffee site. I don't know. I was in the mode of making them because if somebody wants to purchase one that didn't win, that may be an option. I figured while I was putting them together, maybe I might as well do that. So I might do a combo, record, and then I'll pick the big one from the comments on the recorded, and then maybe do that all live for the 3 different giveaways. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm chatting too much. Okay, and there's our folio. Easy peasy. And we will stick it into, oh, we have to do this too. Let's do this. So that'll get stuck into that 3rd signature. Let me make sure I don't have 2 of them in here, because I know some I had 2 and some I just had 1. Oh, I also want to take this out. This was the page that I grabbed out of that. And I don't know, that I feel like that seems very specific, the name Steve. So I want to grab, in fact, let me grab that right now. I feel like, yeah, that just seemed way too specific. So let me just grab it here. And I don't think I had any butterflies in here, but let's see if, I mean, I could always put like a belly band or something on it, but I feel like it's so far over that way. Let's see. And I just, oh, here's some flowers. Look at, there's like some, some creepy faces. I love this book. What's on the other side of this one? There's Peanuts, Nutty Family. Let's see. Frankly, a lot of them are kind of goofy. Let's see. That's birds, but I feel, oh my God, look at that. Like, look how cute that side is with the bird mobile. And then look at that side. It's like so derpy, super derpy. Let's see. That seems like Christmas. It's probably why I picked that one. I was having a hard time. You know, then I'll see something. I'm like, oh, there's a turkey. Well, I should save that for some Thanksgiving thing. Right? Then I start like, that's definitely Halloween with the witches. What's this? I wish there were butterfly ones. That's Father's Day. Seed necklace. Oh, kitties. Let's do this one. It doesn't have anything to do with the journal. It's love beads, but I feel like it's kind of just general. What is this? Pins and necklaces that we can make with plaster of Paris. What? Mix plaster of Paris with water to the consistency of heavy cream. Spread a sheet of wax paper on a flat surface and with a spoon, carefully spoon out and place on the wax paper. Interesting. Oh, place on the wax paper interesting globs of plaster of Paris. I don't know. Like, would we want a necklace like that? And then apparently they're suggesting that you, when hard, paint with tempera paint and spray with 3 or 4 coats of clear lacquer. You can also glue a pin back to the bottom side. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's use that one. And let's put Steve back in here. Keep that together. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I probably should have kept it. I threw it away, but it had one of those black, like spiral bound thing. And yeah, and it actually takes up much less room. Down here, put that away. Okay, let's see which way. I think we'll fold it that way. I think that looks nice. Much better. Although, I don't know, maybe somebody has a Steve in their life, whoever's going to get this journal. So maybe it would be appropriate. Okay, here is, excuse me, do I want to cut that? No, I think I'll leave it. I was trying to decide if I wanted to cut off this white part. So this side I covered with, again, it was one of those painty papers that was in the pack that I got from Whatnot. So I used glue stick and put that on the back. And let me grab a piece of tracing paper. And just because I have it handy, we also discovered, which was Nettie's brilliant idea the week that we were doing this, is that tissue paper works really nice as well. And obviously I do have lots of white tissue paper because I use it for packing orders, but I'm just going to grab the tissue paper because I have that right next to me. And I love the look of this. Let me put this back. Ooh, Cotty is 18 away from 500 subscribers. Oh, it's so exciting. I was going to give away a journal, but I think I'm going to give away one of my, oh my gosh, my palette pack design boards. Oh my goodness. Are you, I'm pretty sure you're blue. You are. Put your link in. I know all of us here that I can see chatting in the chat. We are all subscribed to you for sure, but somebody may be watching in the replay. So definitely put your link in, Claudie, so anybody can click on that. That's exciting. Susie said, I already won a Dear Angela prize, so I'm not going. Susie, I think you won 2 things this week, right? I saw on Bug's post, you won a journal from Bug, and then you won something from Angela too. It's like your lucky week. It is your lucky week. Did you know that you won something from Bug? That might be a surprise. Let's see. Carrie. Oh, Carrie's so sweet. I almost said cute. You are cute too. You're cute and sweet. That is amazing. Yeah, super sweet. Cute and sweet. Okay. Let's get to it. I'm going to grab, do I have some paper here? Grab a piece of paper here, and I'm going to grab a big glue stick since we have a pretty big surface. And the other thing that I like, of course, when you have all this really thick like magazine paper, it does not take ink. So you can't ink it. I mean, you can play around if you maybe glue it to file folder and make it really thick. You can come back and play around with sanding the edges. You know, you can certainly do, whoops, let me get a little bit more. You can certainly play around with that a little bit, and you can get the ink to stick. But when you cover it this way with the tracing paper or the tissue paper, then the ink sticks. And I just think it gives it such a cool look. I'm going to burnish this down and show you both the sides. Here. So there's our shiny, which is beautiful also. It gives extra texture, kind of a different look in a journal. But my personal preference, and I'll show it too once it dries a little bit more, I just like this kind of matte feeling. Let me grab one of my cards. I have my little folder down here that has all those cards in it. And the other cool thing is sometimes it gets little like ridges and little wrinkles. And I think that's really, really cool. I like the look of it. This is a great technique too if you're making tags. It looks really beautiful. Okay. I know, Susie, it's your lucky day. You need to play the lotto or something. I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, of course she did. Of course she won 2 things. You're a lucky lady. I haven't tried that, Cotty. That would probably be gorgeous to actually do some painting or drawing on top of the tracing paper. Ooh, that would be beautiful. Can you imagine? Yeah, you could even come in, you could outline, you could do doodling, little dots. And the other thing that would be fun to test too, I haven't done that, is inking, to do some inking stamps on top of it. But certainly once you get this down, you can, glue labels to it. Like you can do all kinds of stuff with it. But I just love the look of it. Okay, let's cut this off and then we'll ink it a little bit. Just why not? I love this paper too. This almost seems like maybe butcher paper because I bought it in a pack. I'm not sure. It kind of seemed like the person I bought it from, maybe she bought it from somebody else too. It wasn't in the last 2 hauls that I did. It was a while back. I think it was like a craft train kind of sale. It was quite a while ago, and I don't think I even shared it in a haul. I think I had so much going on at the time. I think it was like way before we went to Florida. I'm just gonna check my corners, my edges a little bit. Sometimes I don't get the glue on the corners. This was giving me that feel, but I think we're okay. And then I always save, if it's a big offcut like this, I always save this because tissue paper, just like tracing paper, just like tissue paper, is really fun when you're collaging to just, rip it a little bit and then overlay it, not cover your whole collage, but if you just need a strip of something, if you need a little bit of texture, it's so good to use in collaging. And then of course you can ink the edges and really play with the look. Okay. And let's grab our ink. Are you trying right now? Good. Also, Kadi, the other thing on my list is to message you to join you on one of your Mondays. Like I am getting so caught up in things. Worky things, personal things. I've been doing a lot, and I'm not even sharing it, but I've been having a lot of testing of stuff, medical stuff. I feel like I'm kind of at the end of that. Everything's been good. Really good results, but kind of been knee deep in that probably for the last couple months, actually. All is good. Thank you, Jesus. But I think, yeah, had a big one last Friday. That's out of the woods with that. Ooh, let us know. Kadi, are you in our Instagram group? Let me know if you want to be added, our craft group on Instagram, because sometimes like Angela will be doing stuff, Carrie, like Kathy, sometimes they'll be crafting or doing stuff or things they want me to share, and then I'll just like pull up a picture. I don't think I glued that very well, but so I ink that side a little bit. You can kind of see. It's so hard to show on the camera, but it takes the ink super well. And you could even come in here too, because there's all these like little wrinkles and ridges. In fact, I'm going to do the fold a little bit. But yes, I am so I'm so excited to have a do-over, Kadi. Oh, like look, can you kind of see that? So that had like a wrinkle in there, and it picked up the ink really well. It almost gives it like antique, like old parchment paper. It kind of has that look, and it feels, the feel of it is really, really good. Okay, I will, let me see if I can find you quickly. If not, is your name the same on, let's see. Oops, I have to go into the group. Sometimes I'm very slow at it. Okay, I'm going to go into, ooh, Angela posted some good stuff. gosh. Okay, Angela, I have to go back and read what Angela posted. Wow. Angela, those are beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go back. Let me see. I was trying to add Colleen was the most recent purchase, or not purchase, person. I was trying to add and I had a really hard time. So let me see. I feel like I had to do the invite link. Let me see here. Add. Are you the brass twig or the whole thing? Oh, I think that's, well, I don't know if that's you though. Somebody I'm following. Brass twig. Is that you, Cotty? Is that your thing on Instagram? If it is, then I'll add you. Isn't it sweet, Amy? Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. So cute. I'm going to take a little drink of my coffee. We'll see if perfect. I will add you in. Add. Okay, so you're in the group. I mean, you don't have to now, but you later when if you want to do it now, you also can. But when you go on to Instagram, so it's just a behind the scenes group. A lot of us that are here in the chat are in it. Those that play along with the weekly prompts, we post stuff, we share videos. It's just a fun group. Angela has posted some sweet things that she's offering up free. Amy just posted. Oh my gosh, Amy is making the most amazing Halloween stuff. I need to add some of your things, Amy, to my Halloween display collection for sure. Okay, let me go back into YouTube. Okay. All right, you are officially in the group, Cotty. So you go, and I think you can go back and, just read all the chats and everything that is going on. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we like the order of everything. This is always like the thing that takes me the longest is putting the signatures together, like pulling papers, moving everything around. So while we're doing this, I'm going to come in and kind of line up things. So I don't really have a tried or true way of doing it. Sometimes I will line things up like this one, like this paper is kind of aligned with that one. I like to see that little bit of purple. It's like a handmade paper, but I think on this one, I'm going to drop the purple down below so it lines up with this bottom book page, and I'm going to put this one so that it aligns up at the top. I kind of like the look of that. And then we have music paper. I might just kind of center that one. I don't remember where this came from. Let's put this here. Let me put it the right way so I have the writing up. So I think I'll center this ledger paper, columnar paper. I love that. I love seeing the numbers here. I like things that have a cool juxtaposition. We have our cool looking floral paper that we just worked on, and then we have that columnar paper. Okay, these we have to put in somewhere. Let's put our folio in, I think next. And I think I'll line that up. And I like how we see a little bit of the the craft paper there, the cardstock. What do I have left in here? Oh, I have that. Yeah, I think I'll see. I like the butterfly, and we're seeing the butterfly. And then I think I got this from Angela, the traveling crafter. I think this came in a pack from her. So maybe we'll take that paper here that is that craft book. Whoops, I can't open it. Goodness gracious, there we go. The graph paper. I think what I might do, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to align that one because I like that perforated edge. It's so hard to open. I'll take the graph paper and I'm going to dump that down to the bottom. This one I cut a little bit. It's this really cool placemat. What does it say? Each day is a new beginning. Enjoy yours. That's beautiful. So I had to cut it a little bit. I had to slice this scallop. I saved the little cutoffs, but it has this scallop edge. So I did have to cut it off on the side. And okay, where do I want to put this doily? Oh, let's put it here because this isn't super interesting. These book pages. Let's put that there. Okay. And actually, you know what? I'm going to slice off. I'm going to slice a little bit more of this just because the pages that are in the middle of the signature, as you're putting your signature together, they go further and further to the right. They start popping out a little bit more, which I don't mind. I kind of like the look of that and the texture of that, but I think I'll cut a little bit more of this, especially because it's in the center and it's sticking out a little bit more. Let's kind of put that back. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better. How did I have that? Oh, I had this centered. That's, to me, is that the way it is with you guys? It just seems like that's the most fiddly part of it all. I think we're pretty good. Let me just do a little quickie double check. And I think I had said I was this particular one I was going to keep for myself, but I may end up selling both. Okay. And I think that's our third signature. I'm just going to clip it together here for a bit, and then let's give a little look-see here. Pretty sure, for sure this is my first because I have the lead page from the book. Okay, let's do that same thing. So I think that one's good. We're aligned really good. Let me see what these look like. I might have done it last night. I stayed up very, very late. Let's do the same thing with this one. Let's pop this one up. Let's pop this one down. I like that. And I think the bag, that decoupage bag, I'll keep that aligned with the bottom book page. The rest of it's probably pretty good. I'll drop that down. center the doily a little bit. Let's drop down. And that's our center. Okay, this one's good. So that's one. And I think this is our two. I did it because I just used not all the book pages. I think I used most of them. I don't really have it in order because they're kind of like little kind of poem-y little phrases. Okay, that's good. Like that one's down, that one's up. Okay, good. This one, I think I'm going to pull up the music page so we can see this pretty painty paper down at the bottom. I'll do the same thing there. And there's our center. Oops, did I not add? No, we're good. Okay. It's one of the folios. Okay, I think we're pretty good. And I have two folios in that one. Okay, so two. And this is my, right? 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter, but that's how we're gonna do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's our 3 signatures. Now we need to punch our holes in our spine. I need to get a piece of scrap paper. I'm gonna look in my trash can. That's kind of thin. I don't like that. I might have to grab another piece of paper. Heaven knows I have paper. I'll grab a piece of that because I have a ton of this yellow here. Okay, so when we made our spines, they are a 2-inch spine. I'm gonna give it a double check. Yeah, we are spot on 2 inches. So I'm gonna cut 2-inch strip, and then we'll get the height of it. Go. And what is this one? I probably could look here. Probably do it just as quickly. I think I'm 9 inches. So I'm going to line it up. This is what I'm doing right now, is creating a little template. So I'm going to line it up with the top, but we probably are right at 9 inches, but this one, I think was this the one? Or no, maybe it was the other one where I think my file folder was a little bit longer. Let me double check that. But I actually think it was the other one. Oh, that's interesting. It's quite a bit longer. Yeah, probably with the fabric and the folds and all that. Okay. And then this is what I do. There's probably lots of different ways to do it. Let's mark this. We're going to mark this top. And we're going to mark this bottom. And I'm going to fold it in half. Let's see. Oh, did I mess something up? Make that the center fold other way so you can read it. Ooh, what was it? Let's see. What was that? Wait. Was it 1, 2, or 3? I'll wait till Susie says 1, 2, or 3. I have such a sore throat today. You have FOMO. Are you not drinking coffee, Carrie? Because you're not okay. Number 3, because you're not feeling well. Let's see here. We have that. We have that. This. Is this upside down? No, that's going the right way. Number 3. Hi, Maria. Oh, I missed you, Maria. I was looking at Susie's message. How are you? This. Is it, Amy? Oh, no. We're very far away, but we're passing this on, huh? I know for sure I got mine from the kitten. Which seems like a weird thing. Center. Okay, center. Okay. So we have that. Oh, to fold it the other way. Yes, Susie. Susie, brilliant. This should be folded this way. I also almost feel like, of course, that's going to take a long time. What time is it? We're 1:15. I feel like we should cover this in something, right? That's brilliant. See, I didn't even think about that. To open that up and see the beautiful wording. This is really thin though. Oh, you just made, okay, good. We're good. Like cheers. Oh, I should be drinking out of one of your cups. Mine is a Washington Starbucks one. I should be drinking out of one of your coffee cups that you sent me. Which most days that's what I grab for. I don't know why I grabbed this one this morning. Oh, you got yours from the triplets, Amy? I know, kids. I used to get sick all the time when the kids were in school, like constantly. Yeah. You are, Maria? You're making a large junk journal? Well, post pictures. Are you doing this with the spine? The spine that we did last week? Oh my gosh, I want to see. She is. Susie's our little hot guy. Yeah, I think we need to back it in something. I think we should take the opportunity to do that. And if we feel like we're running super long today, we don't have to sew in all 3 signatures. We could even just sew in one signature. But I definitely want to do that. I'm going to clip this down here so it doesn't kind of, we're all nice and even here. Whoops, I'm going to clip that there. Yeah, let's back in something. So we could do it in the tissue paper. Let's see what I have. Oh, I know. I have this really pretty, did I put it away? Let me grab a piece of that. It's very pretty and it's perfect. Let's see. It's this Walmart. Here it is. This Walmart paper. That's a funny story about this. So my Walmart never has paper packs. Our local never. I think maybe they do now. I've given up looking. And when Jim and I were out visiting my parents out in Palm Springs, we ran into Walmart for something. I'm like, oh, can I go look in the crafting department? And this might have been the only one they had. So I was so crazy things that get you so excited. I was so happy to get it. And I thought it was really pretty. It is a natural paper. So it looks like handmade papers, but it's very thin. I did use some of it in here in some of these journals, but let's use this one because I feel like it goes with and I had pulled it out, but I didn't have the opportunity to use it. So let's use that. I'm gonna stick that up there. I just think the color is so beautiful. Let's see, does it cover? So it doesn't quite, but we'll piece it in. I think we could do it. We do have the scallop up here. I think I'm going to make it easy on myself though. Let's see. Although that scallop is pretty special. Well, let's see. Let's see how we can do it. I could, of course, fussy cut around the scalloping. Yeah, and this is kind of a thin paper too. I've been using this. There's some in that pack that has stripes on it, and it's nice and lightweight, and it's perfect for lining the back of journaling cards or journaling tags because it has the lines built in. But this was a happy accident. I'm very glad that we get to use this because it looks really pretty with the cover. All right, let me grab. Heaven knows I do not need more glue on my mat. Okay, so I'm going to do, yeah, you guys will have to bear with me. Yeah, I like the scalloping. I had to cut it off because it was just way too, I guess I could have folded it, but I probably thought it was too thin. So I'll do a little fussy cut. You guys will just have to. See, this is the best. This is the best. I say it every week. This is why crafting live is the best, because you guys always, 100% of the time, see things that I do not see. And it becomes more marvelous and special. So whoever, oh, hi, honey. Oh, this is Benny, our middle child. What are you doing? What are you doing, Ben Ben? Were you looking for the baby? Okay, I'm going to try to line it up here. I'm just going to do like half. Usually works out a little bit better when I do half. So we'll have to piece a little bit in here, but I think it's going to be fine. We're not going to sweat it. If I could get through what happened last week, we're definitely not going to sweat it. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised I stayed so calm with that whole thing with the fabric. Oh my gosh. That was like calm, cool, and collected. There we go. I guess I could have done the whole thing, but oops, we're very slippy. Very slippy. Yes, if I could get through last week where, what was it? Oh, the fabric wasn't ripping. Never had that. Maybe on a couple occasions if you're trying to rip, but I think it was the fabric. But when you're trying to rip a little strip off, like tear it, it wasn't tearing. And it's that great fabric. I didn't want to keep tearing and using it up. So I'm like, I'll cut it. I have a rotary cutter, which I've never used. Oh my gosh. Then I couldn't find it. But we did it. We did it together, right? Kathy Wiseman was here too. Got the ruler out because I didn't have, oh, I probably shouldn't have done the glue over on that side, but let's do this really quick. Ooh, we're sticking here. Ooh. Yeah, you guys held my hand. You walked me through it. I'm going to cut this off and then we can piece that really quick. I want to burnish it down a little bit more, but we have a little bit of time with the glue stick, so I think we're good. Okay, let's see here. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to line up, but let's do that. I think that looks a little bit more, and we'll stick that really quick. Very nice. I don't think we're gonna, it doesn't match up, but I think that's really nice. Okay, let's burnish it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. You did, Kathy. Didn't you? I know you did. Even if you didn't say anything, I think you did. I was like, okay, Think fast, think fast. Okay, ruler. A ruler will work. Oh, that one's pretty good. I thought I needed to cut that a little bit closer. All right, let's cut this side. I mean, in hindsight, I probably could have done something with the scallopy thing and folded it some way. Since now we're keeping it at the top. Let's put that over there. Isn't that pretty? I love that paper. Okay. You guys will have to bear with me. I think I'm going to get my cutter bees. I love the Ollie's ones, but I'm going to grab the cutter bees. They've been kind of permanently over on the other side of my table. This may be very, very, very tedious. I might get very quiet. And maybe we'll do a little bit of inking. Let's see what it looks like at the end. Who else? Oh, Bug is here. Hi, Bug. Hello, hello, hello. Lynn and Crafting. Lynn, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Woo-hoo-hoo. If I had a bit better singing voice, I would sing you happy birthday. Well, happy birthday. I'm glad you're here with us. Do you have anything fun planned? Let's see here. Yes, birthdays. I've started embracing birthdays. For many, many years, I did I still don't. I was probably not even on Facebook. Like I never, you know how you can like share your birthday place. Like never shared my birthday. I'm like, mum's the word. I had friends and people that didn't know it was my birthday. And then I'm always like, don't get me anything. I don't need anything. I don't want any attention. No fuss. And yeah, last couple of years, I'm like, yeah, birthdays need to be celebrated. We do not know what tomorrow brings. Oop, that one wasn't very good. So I definitely have a different outlook on birthdays. Oh, is Adrian here? Okay, nice. Hi. I'm still on. I left you. I wasn't able to look last night because I was trying to finish you up, but there's a note with like, I kind of looked a little bit. So I left you a note on in the table in the family room of some stuff, which I think will make sense. But I probably have, what time is it, friend? I'll probably have like another half hour, but I think it'll be straightforward. Okay, I think I didn't do too badly. I think one, I did pretty good. That was pretty good with the fussy cutting. I think we'll ink it just cause. Do you like the fuss, Susie? I love that. And you shared yours on Facebook. Nice. I don't think mine is. Yes, happy. You're having a pizza party later. I love pizza. Pizza is a big popular birthday food item in our family. Oh, nice. 13 people, family members commented. I love it. Yeah, birthdays are special. Birthdays really need to be celebrated. And Susie says she loves the fuss. Is today Paul McCartney's birthday? Wow. That's fun to look and see what famous people have the same birthday. I don't think I've ever done that. on my birthday. Aw, that was so nice. Aw. Yeah, that definitely makes it extra special. Yeah, in fact, I just like always like, look away. don't pay any attention to me. But we did do the minis in May. Like, I've never done that on my channel or anywhere before. Like, it's my birthday month, we're gonna do this. So I'm definitely embracing it more. Is it your birthday too, Bug? What? Do I have it? Wait, let me grab. Are you on here? Are you on our little thing here? We're in June. No. What is today? Laura is here. Hi, Laura. Let's see here. I don't even know what the day of the month or the day of the week is. Let me go to my calendar here. What is today? The 18th. Oh, I should know that. My cousin's birthday, I'm pretty sure, is today. Okay, so we have Bug is 6/18. And we're going to put Lynn down. I want to make sure. I want to make sure. Let me look at your. Is that what you go by, Lynn? Okay, your phone is dying. I'm going to write Lynn on here too. I think it's Lynn on the same line. So we started keeping, which was Amy Evan Owen's fabulous idea. I think it's fun to keep list of birthdays here in our crafting family and in our community here. So we started May. I think May was the first time she had that suggestion. So we have little tags that I add to my vision board journal, and we're keeping track of birthdays. So like last month we had Amy and Susie and Terry both have May 20th birthdays. And I have my mother-in-law here, even though she's not with us anymore, but I always think of her always in May. Her birthday was just a couple days away from mine. And then what do we have here for June? Diane Broderick's was on June 4th. Mary Beth, June 6th. Annette was on June 11th. Misty, yeah, I think Angela had given us all these birthdays. It's June 1. And then we have Bug and Lynn for today. Happy birthday. Yeah, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, good. We are updated with our birthdays. I probably need to go back and add birthday tags. Maybe we'll do that like on a separate live. Or maybe when we do the wrap up or something, maybe I can make them and put them. Let me do this side a little bit. I can add the tags in, and then maybe we'll do like a little wrap party or something. We'll go back and look at our pages and all. Again, that's been another great thing where I do it live and I can look at all the pages, stuff we were talking about for the day, things that remind me of all of you, great suggestions, just like this. Have a fabulous birthday, Lynn. Happy, happy, happy birthday. What are you doing today, Bug? Do you have any like fun plans, dinner or fun things? I guess as we get older, pretty much is like food, right? It has something to do with food. It always seems like. Okay. And this is our center. I feel like I have to zhuzh it a little bit. How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh. And then we can decorate this. We can put like maybe belly bands or something on each side. Okay. I feel like I have to Let me check this one a little bit here. And again, they're junk journals. They don't have to be perfect, but I just want to kind of double check. I see one thing here. I had a little bit of hangover. Not actual hangover. I'm gonna just take a minute. I'm a little off-sided there a little bit. Nothing that ink won't hide, but since I'm seeing it, might as well take a second to trim that. Okay. Go. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. Okay, let's get back to our template. And I like there's you can see a little bit of the scallop. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. Here's our template. I wrote top and I wrote bottom. Okay, now I'm going to fold it. Raise your hand. Let's see. How about, raise your hand if you freestyle, meaning that you don't do a template. If you just go for it. You just do your holes and don't make a template. That would be fun to know who's brave to just freestyle it. I probably just freestyled if I did like little mini journals, like a single signature. I'm pretty sure I've freestyled, but not something that's multiple signatures or big. Nice. Dinner with husband. Nice. That's a perfect birthday. What is your favorite food bug? What restaurant are you doing? Yeah, raise your hand. Amy. Okay, Amy just freestyles it. She just goes for it, punches her holes. Okay, so I've folded it in half lengthwise, so kind of like a hot dog. Folded it this way. Then I took the outside edges and I have folded those in towards the center. So I have my 2 folds. You guys can kind of see that. Now I'm going to fold it in half. Yeah, depends on what you're doing with it. So sometimes you'll freestyle it. Yeah. And then Amy said the last journal she made a template for the thread. Yeah. Yeah, I think for me too, if it's something small, like just a single signature, and eyeballing it is super easy, especially if it's something for me. Maybe I'm like less precise. Okay, fold it in half. Now, sometimes people will just fold the top in back to that center line, if that makes sense. I usually don't go all the way to the center. I don't know, just because sometimes there's doilies or there's stuff that's maybe not as tall. I do it differently. I kind of went, I guess I did a quarter. And I'm going to do the same. So I didn't go all the way to the center. I just kind of went a quarter of the way. I'm going to fold that in half and then fold this one over the top so I can get that other fold line. So I kind of look like that. And then there's my center line. Okay, now I'm going to come back, doesn't matter, pen or pencil, and I'm going to find the center points of all the fold lines. the hot dog, the lengthwise, and then I guess hamburger. Sometimes people call it hot dog and hamburger. I'm going to find that center. I need to drink coffee. What is happening with my throat? Where is my... I feel like I'm missing somebody. Hi, Kelsey. Hello, welcome. Genius. How come I never thought of that? Graph paper. Okay, I'm going to do graph paper from now on. Genius. How are you, Kelsey? I hope you're having a good day. Okay, so Susie, yeah, freestyle if it's just one signature. That seems to be the general. And then if it's more, do a template. All the taco food made you hungry? Yeah. Are you making a good lunch? I'm just using line paper. You know what? Do you guys have paper that you don't love? I find, and probably because yellow is such a specific color, not that I don't love yellow. I love yellow. I probably should have put some in this journal, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But I probably have like 3 or 4 paper pads of this yellow. And I don't tend to use it a lot because maybe it just doesn't do color wise. So I'm just using some of this yellow lined paper pads, which you can still buy new. And I know that because my dad, these are my, no reflection on my dad. My dad always has yellow paper pads. My dad is accountant. He always has a yellow paper pad, which these always remind me of him. But the color I find doesn't go well with a lot of journals. For sure, I'm going to be using it in the school days journal because the yellow is going to go great. And I'm looking at this. I probably should have. Okay, so I did little circles where we're intersecting. And this is what I do. I know some people will get like a paper punch and maybe punch out the circles. Where did it go? I'm using my ice pick. And I just have foam board. I don't even know. I think I got like, I don't know, art or something. Maybe Taylor did or I did. I don't even know where this came from. So I'm just going to poke with my ice pick. It's very sharp. Do not do this at home. This is definitely not meant for children. These are very sharp and you can't kind of see it. So I just poked the holes there. Okay, now, I don't have clippies. Let me grab a couple clippies here. I'm so excited with my craft table being cleaned up. I just keep cleaning it. Okay, so I'm going to clip one on the top, and we got our top on the top. Bottom on the bottom. Let's see, what did Kelsey? Amy says, I started making earring back cards with scrapbook paper. So cute. Oh, that you don't love. I found a big square punch at the Salvation Army. You know what is cute too, Amy? I've seen, and I've bought a lot of jewelry. That way, playing cards are really cute. Like you don't have to get like the good vintage ones because we like to keep those for our junk journaling, but playing cards are kind of cute too. So now are you cutting it with the square? Yeah. Kelsey says, whenever I make the template, I keep them because I'm lazy and find I can use it. Yes. And I have this little thing that I don't know what it is. It's like a roll. It's a Rolodex, a metal Rolodex thing. And for the longest time, it's been living over here. And for some reason, I moved it into my cabinet, and I throw them in there, but then I forget that they're in there. Like I saved the one that I was using for the other journal. So I need to remember to do that. Yeah. Let's see. Amy says for school days journal would be fun to cut an apple in half. So cute. And stamp the apple halves on the yellow paper. Yes. Oh my gosh, that would be adorable. That would be great for the segment, right? The middle signature or even little cards. I love it. We might have to do that. Yeah, try the playing cards, and you probably could get 2, right? If you cut the playing cards in half, then you can get the 2 and the graphics with the face side is cute, and then often the graphics on the back side, even if you just do like the red and the blue ones, just the plain old. Yeah, in fact, I've bought jewelry at estate sales, and I've saved one in particular estate sale that a bunch of us hit up a bunch of years ago. That was the craziest estate sale. It was like probably 4 or 5 of us, and one of our friends camped out all night long so that we could get into the estate sale early. That was a crazy. Let's see. We used to do fruit and vegetable stamping with paint at a camp I worked at. I've never done that. I think I've saved things where I've seen them do it like on dishcloths or not dishcloths. What do we call it? Like dish towels, which is so cute. But I've never tried it on paper or fabric. So maybe we need to do that with the apples. That would be really fun. That would be super fun. Okay. All right. So I have my holes. What am I doing here? Oh, see, look, I already messed up. I already messed up. This, I had it upside down. So I gotta flip it around. Good thing I caught that. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Clip that. And you don't have to clip it. I'm just clipping it because it's like less chance I'm going to mess it up. I might double check myself here and there because, of course, these journals. Okay, so here's our book. I got the top and the bottom where the bottom goes. All right, and then I'm just going to punch my holes through. And I guess I didn't really need to. I guess I could. That was probably overkill on that step. I didn't need to punch and then put it on. I just realized. I don't know why I do that, but I always do it that way. It's to punch through the paper because you get the punch through doing it this time. So it's actually extra steps. Okay. Not that. And what I like to do because of the fabric is flip it over and punch through on the other side. I find that it makes it cleaner and it kind of tucks the fabric down into the hole, if that kind of makes sense. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think we're good with that. Hope I don't mess up. I think I'm going to I did it differently yesterday or last night when I was sewing in the stitch just to check, but I'm going to go back to that method. I did front to back and I didn't like that as much. I just kind of wanted to self-check it. So I'm going to sew the middle one in first. I think it's just easier to do it that way. But it was good just to see what it was like to do it in different order. What do you all do? Do you do the middle one first? I learned that trick from Leanne. Pretty sure. Here's my middle. Okay. All right, so I'm going to open it up. I'm going to grab, you could use Clippies. I'm going to grab some of these big paper clips here. Oops, see, I already messed up. I already put it away. Okay, I'm going to grab my template. We're doing the middle signature. So I want to get that middle line lined up. And of course, is this the one? I hope that's the one we just did. Let me make sure it's not from the other one. Because heaven knows. Because I also use this yellow paper. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we're going to take our center. And yeah, like I started saying, you will find, right, because often your cover is a little bit higher than or taller than your inside pages. So you're going to have a little bit of overhang here, if you can see. So I'm just going to visually kind of line that up. Stick it under my paper clip here. I think it's always good to check, double check. I'm going to make sure everything is really snug. I'll take my other clip here. And I'm just going to press in. My pages are really, really snug there. And my overhang is fairly centered. You could even take a bone folder to, okay. I got a little bit off there. Okay, we're good. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take my ice pick, whatever tool you have and all, and I'm just gonna poke through on those previously poked through circles there. Okay, and then you can see it coming out the other end there. There we go. Okay, take out our little template. Put that off to the side. And where is my thread? What did we decide? Is this what we decided? Let me look. I'm not sure that's the right tone of green. Let me get up a little bit. What did we pick? We had, I don't think that's it, but it could be. I think it might be this. Yeah, this is the one we picked. We had this alternative with the other one. So I kind of like that periwinkle purple. I think that's going to look really pretty. Okay. What are you guys doing? Kitties are running around playing. I know you can like just pull it, but it always gets all I probably don't do it correctly. It gets all tangled up, so I've just been cutting them off. So normal or kind of typical rule of thumb is you want 3 times the length of your signature. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. I usually do a little bit more. And we know we need 3 of them because we have 3 signatures. So let's just go ahead. Does anybody have a trick for this? See, now I've created a mess. I'm sure there's a really good hack. 2. I should be using sewing scissors. 1, 2. Let's see. No trick. No trick. Does it get all, look at it, so bad. Does it get all tangled up? Okay, good. I'm glad Kelsey and I are twinning. We're matchy. We both get tangles. And then there's our third. And I'll put it over here before it gets real tangled. Okay. And I'll put these over here. Last night I lost one, and I was down with Poppy, the kitten. I'm sure he's so cute. He loves to sit by my feet, which none of our cats have ever done that. Ever. And of course, I love it. I've been enjoying these. These are the ones I got at Ollie's when we were in Florida, and I think they were $1. If anybody, we don't have Ollie's out here in California, but I love these. They work really good. They're not super sharp, but they go through really well. These are the other ones I have that were my mom's, and they are sharp, which sometimes can be dangerous, and I think they're thicker, so they just don't. I've been enjoying these Ollie's ones. They're not as long, and of course I can't poke myself as much, so they're a little bit safer. Let's see. No trick. No trick. My trick. Oh, whoops! I think I missed something here. My trick: cut before I turn on. That's a good one. Cut before you turn on the camera. That is great. I should have done that. Okay. It's in there. Okay. I am threaded. Okay. Probably everybody that's watching this is nothing new, but we can have some new people join. And I know everybody has maybe a different way of doing it. You might start at the top hole, might start at the bottom, might start at the center. Other option is you can also start from the outside. I usually like my bows and or knots on the inside. I've never done it on the outside. I should one day. So I always start in the center, just the way I've kind of learned how to do it. And I've always done it that way. I start in the center and go through the signature. So we have our middle hole here. I'm going to find my middle hole on my spine. Yeah, these go through really nice. Sometimes I have to grab pliers or something and kind of pull it through, but I've been liking these. They work pretty good. And no correct measurements. I'll leave about that much of a tail. Okay, give myself more of a lead there. Okay, so we've gone through the middle. Now I'm going to go through the top again. You could do either or, it doesn't matter, top or bottom. I'm kind of a creature of habit. Go through the top. Okay, now I'm going to go through the bottom. And I'm going to double check, am I going the right way? Because I have sewn my signatures in backwards. I've done it in private when it's just me, myself, and I. I've done it on camera. I've sewn things in upside down. So I just wanted to give it a little bit of a double check. I'm going to pull out, probably have too long of a tail there. I'm going to pull that out. Okay. So that's what we look like right now. Now we're going to go back through the center. The one thing with the center is you want to avoid piercing your thread. So I'm using embroidery thread. I've used twine before, embroidery thread, wax thread. I just don't happen to have wax thread. I have tons of embroidery thread. My daughter had bought a huge pack probably to make those little cute little bracelets, you know, the little woven ones. So I have a ton of it. So I'm being economical in using what I have. But I know a lot of people use wax thread. Also, my friend Leanne, Crafty Kitty Vintage, she actually has a piece of wax, and so she'll wax her thread, which I think is brilliant. I haven't tried that. I did see when I was looking in my mom's little sewing cabinet, I did see some wax in there. So next time I go in there, I probably should grab it out and test it. Okay, so I'm going back through the middle. I'm going to try really hard not to pierce that thread that we already went through the middle with. And same thing, I need to go back into the center hole, and I'm going to try really hard not to pierce that thread. And I'm going to go back through the middle. And I think I did a pretty good job. And the reason why you don't want to pierce it is it makes it more difficult to kind of tighten things up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to kind of pull on that. The other thing is you want to have one tail on one side. So here's our thread. You want to have one end of the tail on one side and the other on the opposite side. And I'm on the same side right now, so I just pulled it over. So you can see, hopefully, here's your center and here's your two tails. Okay. I'm going to take these off because I don't really need those right now. And I'm just going to pull, not too hard, but enough to tighten. I'll check back here. That's kind of the sound that you want. And I'm going to tie it in a knot. The beauty of this, if you mess up, if you sew your signature in upside down, again, I've done it. I think I'll do 3 times. It's definitely happened to me before. In fact, I'm checking. See, I'm so paranoid. I'm checking again. We are good. We are right side up. So I just knotted it 3 times. All kinds of fun things you can do with it. I think I'll do a little bit of a bow for right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm fairly certain we'll make some fun dangles, like clip-on dangles to go on both journals. So I think I'm fine with a little bow. Sometimes I'll add cute little beads and buttons so that it dangles down at the bottom. I think because we're going to put the big spine dangle, I don't think I want to go for that look. I do that often, little mini journals or little single signature journals where there's really not the room to put a big spine dangle on. I love to do add little things so it kind of trails down. But I think we'll just kind of keep these like this. And I might come back later and just, whoops, kind of chop them off. But for now, just so I don't have anything hanging down, I'm just going to do that. I'll save this little thing because we may use that for our dangle buttons or something like that. Okay, there's our first one. And the other thing I like to come in and do, this is just a little extra, is I'll take my bone folder after I've sewn the signature in and I just kind of press down. I don't know why. Just something I do. Seems like it helps. And there we go. So there is our first one, or our middle one. Let's do, doesn't matter, front or back. I'll do the front. Oh, let's see. Make sure. And if I ever miss anybody coming in, I don't like to do that. Let me make sure. Darning needles. Yeah, these are, those are probably my mom's, right? Were the darning ones. I love these Ollie ones though. If you guys have Ollies, go get, and they were $1. I threw the packaging away. Does Poppy blink at? I don't know if he blinks at us, Susie. We do to him. Do you know that trick? I don't know. Taylor's our like looker upper person. Like she's the one in the family that looks things up and researches and tells us all the cool things. But many years ago, she looked up and shared with us that if you blink at cats, like close your eyes and blink slowly, and we did this with all the feral cats and mommy kitty, is it relaxes them, and so that you're being non-aggressive to them. So we were doing that a lot with mommy kitty and the other ones that we had, Lucky, that we had from time to time. So you just blink really slowly and close your eyes, and that is telling them that you're friendly, you're not aggressive, I think, if I'm explaining it correctly. So I don't know if he does, but I know we did when they were babies and kittens, and we start. Oh, and you guys, I forgot. Jim saw mommy kitty for the first time. If you guys are new here, we've been doing this whole trap, neuter, rescue thing at my husband's work, and we fostering. We had a feral mom here for 10 weeks who had babies in a trap, and we've been fostering the babies. We're keeping one of the babies, and the other two are being adopted by a wonderful family. The girls are staying together. They just love and adore them. I get pictures all the time of them. So yeah, we were doing the blinking a lot with mommy, but Jim saw her for the first time. He was getting a little nervous. We've seen Lucky. He sees her from time to time, but of course she doesn't want to come anywhere close because I don't blame her. And Saturday, I think he went in. So they were closed. So he went in to feed the cats. They weren't sometimes they're open on the weekends, but they weren't this weekend. And he saw her and he took a picture. I wanted to cry. I was so happy. I mean, I had a feeling she was around somewhere because she's very savvy, she's very smart. But it was nice to see her and know. Oh, Taylor's bringing Poppy. Susie just asked if Poppy blinks. Does she blink, Taylor? I mean, does he? No, I mean, I know he blinks, but I mean, that like.
Oh yeah, he blinks like that.
Like that. Mm-hmm. Do you blink, my love?
He's blinked before. He just hates being held.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit better. It's hard to show his face. So he still has the kitten, the Gigi kitten hair, but his body, he's starting to look like an adult cat. He's starting to get lean. Can we show your pretty eyes? We would not have wanted to show last week because they were goopy, and he had what is that? Conjunctivitis. Yeah. Oh, honey. He's like, I don't like to be upside down. We're so pretty.
I brought him here because he was on the table.
So he was on the table? Okay.
Because Benny was also with him.
Yeah. And that's our little Poppy. Let's see. Oh, Laura's asking, do you use the thread as is or do you separate? I just use as is. I just keep it. I keep it whole, and I try to, like earlier, I cut with a regular scissors, but that frays it. So I grabbed my sewing scissors so that I get a better cut. I think that works a little bit better. Bug, you use the wax linen thread. I'll probably buy wax linen thread at some point in time, but I have this huge bag. It's probably like 100 colors. It's something crazy. But the nice thing is I have lots of colors to choose from. You made one with staples. I love doing the staples. I bought one of those really long reach staplers, and I love it. I've made quite a few little ones. Let's see. What did Cotty say? I'm not sure. I bet she said something fun. Oh, wait, what did you say? You're off on a, let's see. Now I'm going to try medical exam paper over gloss. Ooh, now how did it work with the drawing? Share with us later in the craft thing, the IG craft thing. See, I don't have any. What does medical exam paper look like over glossy and acrylic ink? Oh my goodness. You should do this on Monday or when I come join you on a future Monday. Oh my gosh. So fun. Let's see. See, Bug says I like to hang a little charm in the middle of my signature. Yeah, that's very cute too. I've done like on patriotic or like Americana journals. I've done the little stickers, like the little star stickers. So they don't hang down here, but they just hang in the middle. Maybe, actually, that would be really pretty. Okay, let me write that down. I'm going to make some kind of little butterfly dangle. And I already have kind of an idea. Where's my list? Yeah, we're going to make some little dangles in the middle. Because I have like a little list of things that I want to do. Oh, I don't know what that meant. I have dangle ? Because I'm definitely going to put one on the outside of the spine. Okay, so I'm going to write on here butterfly. Let's do that. Butterfly dangle center. We'll do all right, center butterfly dangles. It's going to be fun. Because I wanted to incorporate a lot of napkins and decoupage. So what I'm thinking, you guys let me know. I'm not going to use this, but I just had this here. But we could cut out fussy cuts from book pages. I have so many nature journals, but what I think I want to do, where did it go? And I might make tags out of it too, but I think this would look so cute, is to make, wouldn't that be pretty, to do little dangles out of the napkin. And the reason why I'm giving away all my cool things that I've already been working on. Where did it go? Oh my gosh, I think it's going to look really cool. So I think this is what we'll use from the dangles, and we'll do little fussy cuts. But the reason why I was saying that is I made this big one. So I have these big, are they 4-way? I think so. I think there's a butterfly on each of the quarter sections. So I was playing around with this week. That's why I was staying up last night so late, because I keep getting sidetracked. I love the decorating part. So I was like, oh, I want to do this on this page. Like I'm looking at the pages and then I get really inspired by what I think would look cute. But I have this bigger image. And so I think I started with some stationery paper, but it wasn't thick enough. So then I backed it with what did I back it on here? I don't know, maybe cardstock. It was like a process of playing with it, but it was fortified enough. That's not the right word, but I was worried about the antenna here being too flimsy and maybe ripping off. So I added some of that, glossy accents. So I didn't want to do the whole thing. That would be pretty to do the whole thing glossy accents, but I just did it on the body and the antenna. So far I'm kind of liking, I mean, I might change it up a little bit, but I thought this would be so cute, like tucked into an envelope or something. So I'm already giving away all the fun things that we're going to be doing, but isn't that cool? I think that turned out really cool. So I'm thinking we'll do something similar because I had this napkin out and I wanted to do something fun. So, and these are really great, great, great sizes. So I think that's what we will do with them. Yeah, because that's going to look really cute to open each of the signatures and have the little butterfly dangles. Is going to look so cute. Let's see, but you can wax. Yeah, you can wax thread. Yeah. Our friend Leanne, Crafty Kitty Vintage, she does that. She has like a waxy chunk of something, like a little chunk of wax, and she waxes hers. I spied that one in my mom's sewing cabinet, so I should just get that out and try it. Let's see, Bug uses only embroidery floss, or if it catches, you can just wax it. Oh, see, good idea. Oh, the thingy. Yes. I think, when did we use that? The little threader thingy. I discovered that. I don't know if it was some kind of sewing stuff I got. Maybe it was in my mom's stuff. It's like the little metal thing, and it helps you to thread. Those work really good. Let's see. Bug says the thing about piercing the thread is that if you do, yes, you can just pull it. You can just take your needle off, or sometimes you can take the needle and thread it back through. In fact, I did that last night. I pierced it. Let's see. Susie said Crafting with Christy did a life-changing video putting both strands through the middle. What? That's life-changing. Ooh, let me write that down. I'm going to go back and watch it. Or if somebody can post it here too, can share it in the, if somebody can go grab it. But let me write that down. Crafting with Christy. I like watching her videos. I always love to learn all the new tricks. Put that over there. Yeah, Bug. I'm like, yeah. If it could be done, I'm definitely gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it on camera. It's gonna be done. Let's see. Ooh, I want to try it. Let's see. Darning needles are thicker, larger eyes, and don't seem as sharp to me. Yeah. Slow blinks. Yeah, the slow blinks. Get them. We did that a lot to the mama kitty because I have to say, she was very relaxed for what for what she was going through. Poor thing. But I would do that. I would just sit really quiet with her a lot of times in the evenings. I'd go in the garage, and it relaxed me too. I came in one night and I just told Jim, I'm doing the blinking thing. And then it was like her whole being relaxed, and it relaxed me. It was like the weirdest sensation. I just felt like I could feel her relaxing, and it relaxed me. Yeah, they think you're not a threat. Yeah. But boy, it does work. Grooming them with your tongue. Maybe that's how I got sick. Maybe that's how I got his eye thing. I do that and that's probably how I got sick too. Like, when you put your cheek on them, like the back of their head, or your cheek on their cheek, and then you make like the little kissing noises, and I feel like they think you're grooming them. Oh my gosh. I haven't done the full on thing yet. Benny would probably get jealous because Poppy is Benny's baby. They just adore each other. I've never seen two cats. We've had lots of cats over the years. We've never had two cats that are just love each other. He is, I don't know. So he's very interesting, Kelsey.
the cats at my husband's work, there's a big feral cat colony. None are friendly that you can pet them. And years ago, the first two cats that showed up definitely had Siamese mix. They had blue eyes, kind of gray tabby, but definitely had Siamese in them. In fact, one of the kittens that there were several kittens back years ago that some of Jim and some of his coworkers were able to catch and rescue. And we had one. He was one of our babies, Kai. And Kai had blue eyes and yeah, kind of like gray tabby, got darker as he got older. But the very interesting thing about Poppy, so all the cats, as far as we know, we haven't found any whose ears aren't clipped. So I think Mama Kitty was 12. So we've done 12. And then the kittens are 13, 14, 15, if we want to count them. They were born in the trap the day that, or next day that she was trapped. So Poppy is very interesting because there haven't been, that we know of, any blue-eyed cats. So at some point over the years, orange cats started showing up. So now all the cats are orange, tiger. Mama Kitty was tiger, kind of a tiger stripe. Like calico, like what is that? What was torty? Like torty calicos, not the white, orange. But again, I'm sure not all the kittens obviously have not survived all these years because they don't, which is why we're doing all this. So Poppy is very unusual that he has blue eyes, that he's so light, also that he's almost white. He has an orange stripy tail. His back paws, he's getting a little bit of peachy orange on the bottom. His ears and then his nose have that peachy orange. But the fact that he's so light and he's still light and that he has the blue eyes, because his two sisters have greeny hazel eyes. So one sister is like a gray calico. She's got a little bit of peach, but mostly gray. And then the other sister is like a dark torty. So that's where we just don't even know what is happening with these blue eyes. Now, maybe another daddy showed up, possibly. We don't know. We don't know. Oh, Khadijah sent a picture. Okay, good. I'm going to stop talking about kitties. I could talk about kitties all day long. Let's see. Amy said, if you need beads, Julie, I bought a ladies bead. Oh my gosh, last Sunday, a bit overwhelmed, but for 150. Oh my goodness. I actually have tons of beads because I kind of got the jewelry. I hit the jewelry crazies bunch of years ago. So I have a lot, like I've made beaded bookmarks. I have lots of beads. Have been encouraging Taylor to use as many as she can. So I'm actually like really loaded with beads and I'm like trying to use them up as much. I have a lot of seed beads too. Lots of seed beads. Yeah, I bet she does know about the exam paper. Let's see. Da, da, da. Oh, Susie got wax thread. Okay, from Sandra. That's good to know. Good. Okay, Carrie posted Christy's video. Good. So I can go back and click on that. Ooh, interesting, Kathy. Maybe sterno wax. See, that would be a good thing to test out. Yeah, like the cuddles. Yeah, the little kissy sounds in the cuddles. I totally think they think we're I don't know, Susie. That's an interesting thing, right? Calicos are always girls. In fact, I had forgotten that. And when the cat rescue people, they kept saying, well, are they boys? Are they girls? Right? When the kittens were really little, we're like, we don't know. We can't tell when they're itty bitty. We had to like Google, and some things are closer, some are farther apart. So we were trying to figure out, and I thought the tortie was, well, first I thought Poppy was a girl, right? That's how I named him Poppy. I thought Poppy was a girl, and then I thought the tortie was a boy because I don't know. And then the cat rescue people said, no, the torties are always girls with the calico. So I'm like, okay. Okay. And we had named we named her Teddy, and she has a new name. Both girls were renamed. He does, Kelsey, he does. He has that. He has the facial structure. He has the blue eyes. So I guess he would be a flame point, right? But I don't, do flame points have, he definitely has stripes on his tail. So he's got the stripey. And so we have 3 cats now. We adopted a teenagery one from this rescue. That's how this whole thing started, with the trapping and the neutering. And then we have a big, beautiful orange tabby boy that also came from my husband's work as a little tiny kitten. We were able to catch him. But yeah, his face, like, definitely his eyes look very different than the girls. Yeah, he definitely has. And when he got sick last week after he had his second set of vaccines, his voice was like craggy, and we didn't realize he was sick. And at first I thought, oh, maybe his voice is changing, that he was getting that kind of Siamese kind of voice change. And then we were okay. And then we're like, no, something else is going on. And then his eyes started getting all goopy looking. And we're like, oh my gosh. I was thinking something horrible has happened to him. I was so worried. And then we took him to the vet, and she's like, no, that does happen from time to time. The vaccines just kind of wipe their immune system out, and it's just like a common cold or something that he's picked up. And she didn't even want to give him antibiotics, and he's great now. Eyes look great. Probiotics have helped. Oh, see, I can't thread it. She's like, if we have to give him antibiotics, she's like, I don't want to, because then that'll just wipe his system out more. So I'm going to keep with the antibiotics, and I'm going to super load him up. Well, not super load him, but oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot get it. Sometimes when I'm sitting here for a long time, because the overhead light is so bright here, my eyes get kind of funny. There we go. I tried the other end. Okay, success. Oh, I have to do this. Let me do this. Let's see. Let's do the back one first. Anyway, yeah, long story short, I thought, oh, maybe his voice is changing and he's getting a Siamese voice, but not the case. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so only the female cats have the 3 different colors. Yeah. And the other thing with him is we're not sure that he hears very well. What did I do with the thing? What did I do, friends? I probably threw it somewhere. Like, I don't need this anymore. And I still have to punch. Oh, here it is. I still have to punch my holes. Okay, this is the back. We'll do the back. Yeah, we're not sure that he hears well. Might have a little bit of kind of, I don't want to say he's fully deaf, but he sleeps very soundly, has his whole life. And to the point where a couple times we're like, oh my gosh, he's not breathing. Like, what is wrong? But he doesn't react to like really loud and unusual sounds that you think that he would, sounds he's never heard before. He's just like unfazed, which doesn't make any sense considering, right? The first, however many weeks they were in the garage, and their mom was feral, so she probably instilled a little bit of kind of nervousness in them. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit quiet. And that's what some people have said, the rescue people too, often with the white cats and the blue eyes, sometimes they can be deaf. But I don't think I don't think he hears super, super well. Okay, I'm going to double check myself. I'm top, I'm bottom. This is the back one. And we're going the right direction. Okay, I just do not want to mess this up. I can re-sew them, certainly, but I don't want to mess up the whole part. Okay, there we go. Pull that out. Okay. And there we go. Very excited to see what Christy's technique is. Oh, is it Kelsey? Is it okay. It's the personality. Okay. You had, let's see, Buck had a deaf cat back in the 90s. His name was 3. Oh my gosh, what a cute name. Okay, so that's the Siamese. I'm so curious, like who, because they can have multiple daddies, right? Is that, I'm pretty sure that that's a thing, right? There can be multiple daddies. But there's like I mean, it could be my husband's work is like in an industrial area, so it's not like there's a lot of homes where random cats are coming, and they're pretty, closed kind of cat colony with super big daddy-o feral cats, big orange ones. There's 2 big, kind of big faced, kind of the dominant feral cats. They probably wouldn't let too many strangers in, would be my guess. But so it is so crazy. I don't know where those blue eyes come from. Could they be really recessive, do you guys think? Like, long ago, like the genes are there. Because there hasn't been blue-eyed cats in the colony for, how old was Kai? Kai was oldest, maybe 8 years. Taylor would probably remember. I'm going to say 8 years or so. We haven't had blue-eyed cats. Or at least that we saw that survived, right? Because obviously most have not survived over the years. They're all really well fed, but there's, oopsie, like I pierced it. So let me go back through. I'm just going to try to go through there. So that's the other thing that makes him kind of extra special. The last of the blue-eyed, assuming no other cats show up. There's not going to be any more kittens. That's it. So that makes him extra special, just because it's the last of the kittens. One of the 10 million reasons we ended up keeping him, even though I said we're not going to keep any. They're all going to be up for adoption. Let's see here. Let's see. Mom would have to have half the gene. Now, pretty sure mom is an offspring. So mom is a kitten. She's lived, I'm pretty certain she's lived there her whole life. All the cats there almost 100% positive they were all born there, exception of one. There's like a kitten. There was like a black cat, a black and white cat we saw briefly when we were trapping cats one of the weekends. Oh, you're going to the dentist, honey? Teeth cleaning? Okay. Like maybe that could be the daddy. We didn't know if it was a mom or daddy, but now there's a black and white kitten that doesn't match anybody else, and that kitten's been trapped and neutered. But we haven't seen the adult cat. We have not. Let's see. One bite can kill a feral cat. Of what? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Litters have multiple fathers. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, and they all had blue eyes when they were born. So all three of them, they were born March 12th. But the girls one was a dark tortie and one was like a gray calico, and the girls' eyes both changed. Like, I don't know what week. 4 weeks or 5 weeks, I don't know, but they both changed at the same time. And I think so his are still blue. I think his will be blue. They would have changed, I think, by now. So somewhere, I think in the cat line long ago, and like I said, many of the kittens clearly have not survived over the years, because if that was the case, there would be like thousands of cats there, because the first ones probably showed up 8 or 10 years ago. So there's been some cats there for a very long time. Hi, Jonna. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you have not seen Jonna's craft room tour, OMG. Jonna, if you can post it here, or somebody else that's blue, I think you're blue, can post it. OMG, you guys. You guys have probably all seen it, but if you haven't, you have to go watch her craft room tour. It is the most marvelous place. I want to come see you, Jonna. I want to come visit you, and I just want to sit in there. I want to sit and I want to take it all in. She has amazing like vintage collections, things from her childhood, things she's collected. That is marvelous. The way it's all organized and labeled, and all the like vintage furniture goodness. It's so good. It's so good. We are keeping. So Jonna wanted to name him Storm. Jonna, we foster failed. We foster failed, and Storm is ours. I've been calling him Poppy still. Jim said last night he needs a different name. I don't know. So I told him I'm open. I'm open to other names, but I've just been calling him Poppy. Yeah. It would take me an hour to list all the reasons we're keeping him, but yeah. We're foster fail. I love him. I love Benny too. I've loved every single cat we have. Obviously, we're a cat family. But I just have a very strong connection with him. Similar, I have a very strong connection with our orange boy Cha-Cha. He's just my heart, and Poppy's my heart, I would say. Every cat's different, right? Our relationship. We can have multiple cats in the family. And, just like we have different relationships with humans, we have different relationships with cats. I must say, Benny's he's just wild and crazy. He is a wild and crazy, and I like kind of calm. Even though I'm wild and crazy, I like a calm, cuddly cat. And but with the way he's taken to Poppy and the way he's mothering Poppy, and he just adores Poppy, Benny does, and Benny has calmed down a ton. He's calmer around Cha-Cha. He doesn't bother Cha-Cha. He like watches over Poppy. If Poppy is meowing like in a certain way, he comes running like, what's wrong with the baby? I can't thread it. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing. He defers to the baby, like if we're playing, and usually Poppy would want to play with, oh gosh, you guys, whatever the thing is. No, he's like, no, the baby's playing. The baby is playing. I'm going to let the baby eat. I'm going to let the baby play. I mean, it's the most adorable thing. And they cuddle and they snuggle and he grooms Poppy. He loves Poppy. Poppy is his baby. Okay, I'm going to do this really quick. Oh my God, what time is it? You know what? I'm not going to do this one. I feel like you did, Donna. I feel like we're taking too long. This is very, very long. Okay, I'm going to sew. Because we did it 2 times. If you're new, all of you here in the chat, I can tell we're all kind of journal aficionados. Many of you probably made many more journals than I have. So I'm not going to sew the 3rd one in. I will do it off camera. And yeah, because it's so long. And I have a dear friend of my daughter's that is helping me doing listings, getting caught up. And so he's here. So I'm going to go kind of get with him and go through the list of things to do. They are doing so good. Kathy, Teddy is named Whiskey, and Hazel, the other she's now Riley, but spelled Ryelee. So like kind of whiskey and rye. So cute. I get pictures almost on the daily. Girls are getting big. They're with the same families, so they're being adopted and they get to stay together. We saw them briefly. I picked the girls up to get their 2nd set of vaccines. We did it at the rescue. So Taylor and I picked them up. So we got to see them and hug them and hold them. And they're friends of the family. She's like very close friends with our niece. So we're going to always, we're going to get pictures. I'm sure we can go over and see them when they're all grown up. And so that's the best. It's just the best of everything. And we failed with Poppy for a very, very number of reasons. It was made to be, Susie. Yeah, it was made to be. And of course, Jim the whole time is fighting to keep at least one of them. He probably would have kept Teddy, would have been his first choice. Let's see. You saw another nutria. What is nutria, Jonna? Nutria. What is it? You said ugh. What is it? Nutria. Is it like an alligator? Oh my God, I have to look it up. Or is that a typo? What is that? Is it a thing? Is it an animal with a name? Oh, oh my gosh, Jonna. I never heard of it. It's a rodent. Oh my God, look at the teeth. Ooh, it's kind of a little cute, but I don't know. It looks like, what is it? It's like a big nutria are large semi-aquatic rodents native to South America, introduced to the U.S. for the fur trade and are now considered, oh my gosh, a destructive invasive species in many states, causing significant damage to wetlands, crops, and infrastructure through their extensive burrowing and feeding habits. They resemble beavers, but have long, round, ew, bat-like tails. Oh, that gave me. Do you guys do that? It gave me the chills. Oh. Prominent orange, they're orange teeth and webbed hind feet, and they can reproduce rapidly, leading to large, damaging populations. Can weigh over 20 pounds. They're like big rats and reach up to 3 feet in length. Oh my, I can't, those teeth though, look at, oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh, Kelsey, you have them too? They burrow into banks of ponds, etc. Yeah, go back and watch. Kelsey, if you haven't watched Jonna, who's the preppy crafty girl, her craft room tour is amazing, and she has the most beautiful view. She has the most exquisite water, green, lovely view out her craft room window. Oh my god. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say they're cute. I'm gonna change my mind. Never forget that video. Isn't it good, Susie? Yeah. Someday, Jonna, I'm gonna come visit you. I kind of feel like, oh, what is her name? I always say I would want to do the same thing. Just go and sit in the middle of her craft room. I can't think of it. I bet Kathy will think of her name. I only follow her on Instagram. Oh my gosh, her the stuff that she has in her craft room. They're following you. Carrie says, "Oh, nutria are very prevalent here in the swamps of Louisiana." Oh my gosh, do you get them in your yard, Carrie? Oh my god, that's probably. I live in Southern California, so I would probably think it was a beaver. If I had one. Yes. Oh my god. Don't you like how I'm just inviting? I'm inviting myself to come sit in your craft room. I would love that. Oh my gosh. Eventually it will happen. It'll happen. We have to like put it out in the universe. Put those fun things out in the universe. Oh my gosh. Coastal Texas has tons of nutria. Wow. First saw them in the 80s. That's a whole new thing. Oh my goodness. See, Jonna says Susie was in my live when I saw it. Oh, it was on your deck, and I thought it was a cat. And I started screaming. Were you at first happy? Like you thought maybe it was a cat, like a neighbor's cat? I get happy when I see cats. Oh my goodness. So Carrie said, I haven't seen them in my yard, but I have seen them crossing the road when I'm driving out of my driveway. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't want them. Knowing my husband, he would probably feed them. He's that person. He would probably feed them because he feeds every animal. I won't even say some dangerous animals that he's been known to leave food out for. I'll have to tell you. Remind me to tell you about the bear someday, which is terrible. Well, he wasn't really trying to feed the bear. He was trying to feed another animal. But there is a bear story. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I would love that. We have to make that happen. Okay, friends, I'm gonna let you all go because this is a very, very long live, but we had a lot of fun. I so appreciate everybody and there's 12 people here. That's crazy because this is super long. But I hope you enjoyed this fun little tutorial today. If anybody's watching for the first time and it's your first time making a journal, go back and watch last week. Last week, we built the spines of the journal, the easiest, now my most favorite method, which I learned from Tracy Hines, aka Nana Banana. It was her method of doing it, and look, it turned out so beautiful. So go back and watch last week's live, and then you can come back and watch this again and learn how to sew your signatures in. Next week, we are starting decorating. I'm thinking we'll probably add some more pockets and some tuck spots next week. We may just stay to that. It's really hard for me not to start doing making tags and making journaling cards and all that. So definitely we're moving on to decorating. We may be decorating for 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. Just depends on how much fun we are having. We're going to be doing a dangle for sure, like a spine dangle, clippy spine dangle. And now, of course, we need to do the butterflies in the middle because how can you not in the middle of the signature? So one of the weeks, maybe we'll do decoupaging. So we'll probably do we'll do the butterflies. Maybe we'll do some of the bags, like the covered bags. I want to visit that big butterfly I just shared with you. Little journaling card or something to stick in. So we'll probably be doing some napkin decoupage. And yeah, I don't know, anything fun that I can think of. And I'm open to suggestions as well. It didn't take you long to figure out it was a cat. Oh my god. Like I bet your mind was like, wait, that's too big for a cat. That can't be a cat. Oh, okay. So it's gone. Yeah. But it sounds like they're very invasive. And yeah. Yeah. I know you've been putting out so many videos. I haven't been watching. I need to go back up and catch up a little bit of all your great haul videos and stuff you've been doing. You are a busy girl, and you have your craft studio is so beautiful and cleaned out and organized. Yeah, I don't know, Susie. I never have. I haven't lived anywhere but here in Southern California. San Diego, Los Angeles. Those are the two places. And then long extended summer vacations with my dad and stepmom in Colorado. That's it. Sometime in Wyoming. We spent a whole summer there. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's smaller. That's good. That's good. Okay, friends, I love you all. I appreciate you guys being here. Again, watch on the replay. If you have a question, leave me a comment below. Make sure, I'm not very good at saying that. Subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up. I need to get better at doing that. I'm not good for ask. I'm not very good at asking for things. But anyway, I would have loved that. I love and adore you all. I love each and every one of my subscribers. And I'm so thankful that you keep coming back week after week. And I will see you next Thursday. If I don't see you in the meantime, Jonna, I'm getting on a plane. Okay, bye, friends. See you later. Have a great day.